Shalom. I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahal, Kwakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth, right? And this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone, Houston. I'm going to go into famine of the word, right? Something look, quick, because we are in them times, they taking down brothers' channels and stuff. I think they just took down one of the brothers, main brother out there in Vegas, GMS Vegas, sit down. They took out one of his channels, his main channel. But let's get into it. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh Bashim Shai power, that I will send a famine in the land, right? Not a famine of bread, which is food, right? Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashim Shai, right? It's pretty much, it's plain. This word it's not gonna be out here no more. It's not gonna be on the internet. You ain't gonna be able to search for brothers out on the blocks, Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh by Shema Shai, and shall not find it. You're gonna be like, hey, where them brothers was that was out here on such and such street, block? What those guys that was wearing them like them dress like type of thing, there's gonna be, they're gonna be wondering where those guys, where them brothers at, you know? Me too, wondering where we at. Say we with it. So yeah, man. So we're living in them times. Now let's get Ezekiel 3 and 26. And it reads, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. Let me start. I start at 25. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them, right? Pretty much, it's gonna be trouble out here, So when the Lord was telling Ezekiel, you ain't gonna be able to go out there, And that's what's gonna be happening to us. We ain't gonna be able to go out there when all hell break loose. Verse 26, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, right? The Lord saying he gonna keep his mouth closed, pretty much. He ain't gonna be able to speak. That thou shalt be dumb, right? And shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. Who is that house? Israel. Lord gonna make his men, and they're gonna be like, hey, what you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. He ain't gonna be a reprover no more. He reproving you right now, rebuking your ass to get right, with Yahweh Bashim Shai, but y'all not doing it. So, hey, when that time come, y'all gonna be out here stuck and looking crazy as hell, Ezekiel 3 and 27, but when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus said Yahweh Bashim Shai power, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So whoever get it or hear, they'll get it. And the ones that's not, hey, it's up on them, They're gonna feel that fire, that thermonuclear fire, the missiles, okay? Let's get, where we at? Let's get, let's say it's that second Esdras, the 5th chapter. Slacky, bear with me. Yeah, I believe this it. Yeah, second Esdras 5, and I start at 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrel women shall bring forth monsters. Going into women bringing out, these bad little YNs, then again too, some of these women bring out some of these babies or whatever. They kind of like deformed or whatever. And the wild beasts shall change their places. We seen some of that during that COVID. The C19, right? You had people went out and they were just in the house, so you had animals coming out, hitting these streets. But anyway, verse 9, and salt water shall be found in the sweet, and our friends shall destroy one another, right? Then shall wit hide itself. Wit means understanding, knowing, have the knowledge pretty much, right? What's going on, you know? Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, right? Because they're not going to be able to, we're going to, like I said, what we read in a few scriptures, from the beginning. The men of the Lord, man, they got the wit. They're going to be hid in them days. How about some outside? Going to make sure they hid in them days, man, because the time's going to be hard and trouble times, right? And verse 10 reads, and shall be sought of many, right? Like we were saying in Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. So yeah, it's gonna be all shit hitting the fan, man. Just not gonna be. It's gonna be uncontrollable. So just going into the men of the Lord, man, they're gonna be hid. So you better go ahead and get this truth now while you can. Till they shut his prophets up. You ain't gonna be able to find them no more. But say, hey, hope this has been edifying to the point.